So I'm pretty excited for Transformers EARTHSPARK. I mean, we got the first part of the Season 1 portion. It was, I don't know if it's like just all of Season 1. It was just like 12 episodes, something like that. And I really enjoyed it. So I was really excited to find some EARTHSPARK toys at Walmart the other day. And I'm going to talk about the deluxe classes in a different video. Today we're going to be talking about these, the weird little Optimus Primes. We're going to talk about this one that's like a one that goes on your thumb. We're going to talk about this one that is like an Optimus Prime one-step changer, but it's different. And, last and definitely not least, this seems like a pretty proper figure. We're going to be talking about the Warrior Class Optimus Prime. And the other things in there are just like, here, I'm going to confess, okay? I'm going to confess. Every once in a while, I buy Hot Wheels of Batmobiles, okay? I'm sorry. Anyways, we got some EARTHSPARK Optimus Primes here, and I'm very excited to get into these. They're looking really cool. I really love his design. I think Alan Tudyk as Optimus Prime is actually one of the best castings we've had for Prime in quite some time. I don't know, he just brings something to the table I haven't really seen before, and I just enjoy that. I enjoy it. So one that I am very curious about, let's get into it, is this one-step changer. Because it seems like they've actually, finally, after all these years, done something to change one-step changers in a seemingly positive way. Let's see if I can cut this guy out, though. So, I'm actually a fan of one-step changers. Believe it or not, I believe that they have a purpose in the Transformers collecting world. I believe that their purpose is to just be fun, instant transformation toys. And even though many of them require a manual transformation, apparently, all you do with this is you flip it. I don't know if you flip it from vehicle to robot or robot to vehicle. I think it's in the robot mode and then you flip it and then it turns into the vehicle. I think you manually have to turn it into the robot. So it seems like we take this. Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. The chest is all the way down here. And when you take the cab of the truck, it does all this motion. Like brings it all the way up. And I guess it locks in. And then you'll flip it. And it's a truck! Nice! That is really cool. So I think how this works is, you know, it's in the robot mode, and that is the trigger right there. So you can just kind of play with him, I guess. He has no articulation whatsoever. It's just an Optimus Prime. It looks decent, though. It looks decent. I can tell this is slightly smaller than old one-step changers. Ever so slightly. Just the tiniest bit. But now, it instantly transforms. I think that's pretty cool. I mean, it's nothing too fancy-dancy, but I can really see this being cool for play, where, you know, a kid would have this Optimus and be like, Autobots, transform and roll out. Look at that. That's cool. That's cool how that flips into the truck mode. Don't you love it when you get a phone call while you're filming a video and you come back to it after the jump cut and you don't remember the last thing you said? It happens. But yeah, I really like this. I actually really do. Oh, I think I remember what I was going to talk about. One of my favorite versions of the one-step changers are like the ones that like flip like a switchblade, and Bumblebee and Wheeljack from the same line are like that. So I'm thinking at some point I might pick them up, but given how I have like 170 different versions of Optimus Prime, he's typically my go-to when it comes to things like this. God, that is just so satisfying. That's a really nice little toy right there. This is worth it. My only complaint, I think it's a complaint. It'd be kind of nice if, you know, you could flip the truck mode or something, or like put it up and it'll somehow like spring. But honestly, I like that. I really like that. Alrighty, Optimus, one step out of the way. Now let's talk about Warrior Class. So this seems like a very proper like figure, honestly. It doesn't seem like it's making any major sacrifice. Here, let's tear the front a little bit because he's got a twisty down here. I really do like this plastic-free packaging, too. I think it really works for Transformers. I'm not sure how well it works for action figures, but so far for... Oh my gosh. So far for Transformers, I think it's working pretty well. Are the legs just not... There we go. There we go. He's cut out. Yeah, it's kind of cool how, you know, you can kind of get a look at the figure before you even get it. It seems like a pretty simple toy. You know, it just has a flip-out blade and everything. Yeah, let's get this trash out of the way and start taking a look at it. So, essentially, Warrior Class is back, and it's a more simplified deluxe size figure, but it still has articulation, at least when it comes to this Optimus. Can't really say the same for his wave mates, Skywarp and Alita 1. But this Optimus is actually really nice. I'm actually really digging this. I'm happy I actually, you know, yeah, they're doing a proper deluxe class, right? But it's actually nice to have this warrior class for now, because, I mean, it's Optimus Prime. I'm not going to mind having a warrior and then a deluxe. And this, how does the blade work? Does it just flip out with the press of a button? So I'm not really seeing a button. Is it a tab? Oh, it flips. It's just a physical flip. That's all it is. Typically, warrior classes have like an automated gimmick. But with this, it's like a physical, you flip the blade and you put it back. Okay. It's not really in the way in the robot mode. I think that's pretty decent. And you know, just flip the blade out. I have mentioned it already, but EARTHSPARK's Optimus design is just so good to me. This is my favorite Optimus design we have seen for quite some time. Yes, it's very similar to G1. It's similar to, you know, Evergreen and all that, but it's the fact that not only is he a you know, a long nose semi finally after all this time, but something about the curvature of the faceplate. I actually like him without the faceplate too. Even though he looks very handsome and Chad-like, I like this Optimus design a lot. This figure, man, swivel at the head, ball joints at the shoulders, ball joints at the elbows, swivel at the waist, ball joint at the hip, ball joint at the knee. This is a proper figure. Like, this is a proper Optimus Prime. If you want to get this $15 warrior and pass on, you know, the $20 deluxe, you're not going wrong with this. This is a very good figure. I really like it. So let's transform it. Let's give him a little transform-me-do and see how this works. So I noticed this arm has this panel that flips out. I think that's kind of cool. That arm does not. But we'll just... I'm assuming we'll shift that down. There we go. It is kind of a shame that the cab has to be on his back, because I really like in the show how it kind of sucks into his stomach. I think that's just a really cool transformation scheme for that. I'm assuming the legs will just go straight and tab in together. It's typically how that goes. And then the head will flip back. Maybe rotate the head so we're not seeing his face poking out the back. Then get that. Is this supposed to do anything? Maybe I'm not supposed to flip the head. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. It seems like there's not enough clearance for it to go all the way. Yeah, it seems like the ears are in the way or something. But we got it. We got it. We got it in. Then the arms. This is very standard. Those just to go on the side. And they tab in. Oh, it's interesting. They actually tab in from the bottom, not from the side like it typically does. So we'll kind of get that arranged in a way. Close enough, I reckon. And also tab into the leg. I see that right there. Oh man, this is a little fiddly. This is a little fiddly. There's like multiple tab points. There's a tab point there, there's a tab point there, there's a tab point up there. He's got a lot to tab in. Let's try the other arm first, see if we have a little more success with this. Oh, wow. I'd expect this to just go together quicker and easier than it is. So you shift it up, then tab point at the thigh. Something clicked. Something. And then, yeah, it's just, I think the issue is where it tabs in up there. It's not as easy as just tabbing in from the side like it typically does. But I got one side. And then this, I assume you just kind of get it up there, get it in the leg, get in the thigh. Yeah, it's a little tab heavy, which is pretty surprising, but you get a pretty solid truck after all the tabs. So yeah, each arm has like 3 tab points. That's something. 4 technically if you want to count right there at the front. So the truck mode's not the greatest. It's not the, you know, a super awesome thing to write home about. You can see his face poking out the back. He obviously has the feet sticking out, but it's a decent Optimus Prime. I recommend it, honestly. If you like Optimus Prime, if you're like an EARTHSPARK, this is worth it. This is really worth it. Alrighty, last and maybe least, I don't know, we'll find out. EARTHSPARK, whatever these are called, it doesn't say. Tacticon. Yeah, that's what the name. I forgot the name. It's a Tacticon. Let's it's almost like a finger figure. It's like a figure that you use your fingers with. And it's funny, it's in this, if I can talk, it's in a completely sealed box. And it has tissue paper. Man, is it just me, or is tissue paper for, like, modern toy packaging really weird? Like, whenever I open something and it's tissue paper, I expect, like, a Hallmark ornament. But here's this tiny little Optimus. Very floopy. Very doopy. I was very curious about this. This was $5. So, this is 5, 10, 15. So, I mean, I didn't spend a ton on these, you know. I wasn't breaking the bank, but it's still I mean, it was still like, what, $30? Oh, anyways, let's figure this out. So you, like, put your finger in there. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Tacticon. He's a little Optimus. So yeah, you put your finger in, then you flip your thumb, and now he's like a finger boy. Let's see if we can, like, do it like this, maybe? Yeah, so it's almost like a little finger puppet transformer. It's kind of neat. You know, if you have several of them, you can, like, put your fingers in all of them and then activate them all with your thumb at different times. Let's see how well it works with, like, you know, my ring finger. Yeah, I can do it with my ring finger. It's doable. So yeah, so the robot inside is a little doofy looking. He's a little doofy looking. I mean, you can see he kind of has the facsimile of legs and arms. He's got these massive, like, classics Megatron wings. That's just the whole truck split in two. The chest and the head look good, though. Yeah, this is just an interesting little novelty, honestly. Does it stand? It does stand. It has these, you know, the weird legs and then a little angle right there. I mean, it stands. It works. So, yeah, that's something. It's neat. It's neat. It's a novelty. This is a novelty toy. Out of all of them, I would definitely say this is the least impressive. I'm not gonna write home about this. This isn't the greatest Optimus I've ever got. None of these are. But honestly, they're neat. They're neat. Let's transform them all back into the robot modes. So, there's his little robot mode. That's what you can get for $5 for a Transformer nowadays. And this one, yep, that's $10 right there. I'm really impressed with how that goes. That is just so clever. And I don't really see any spots where it would, like, pinch your fingers or really hurt, so that's a good thing, too. Because you got to keep that in mind, you know. I've had some Transformers draw blood in the past. I'd rather not have that happen. And then, let's untab all these crazy tabs. You got to untab it from the leg, from the side, from the hip. And then flip his head back out, which that is a very tight hinge. Oh man, is it even doable? Can I even get his head back out? Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh man, I was worried I was going to break his ears because there's like hardly any clearance. Like, you saw how close that is. I mean, it does it though. It does it. You can make him fat if you want. You know, it's just a hidden feature. Oh, why yes, I am in my 3rd trimester. Let's flip it back. There we go. There we go. Here is the Warrior, the One Step, and the Tacticon EARTHSPARK Optimus Primes. I guess it's just a little series I do on my channel now where I just talk about all these random Optimus Primes. I really like these. I would say my favorite is probably the Warrior because it's, I mean, look, 5, 10, 15. That's the difference $5 gets you. I think that's quite the difference. I really recommend them. I definitely recommend the Warrior. Tacticon, it's cute. If it seems like a kind of thing you would like, or your kids would like, or kids in your life would like, it's neat. That, I think the Optimus, you know, it's Optimus Prime. You know, I love Optimus. That's the one I picked first. I think his idea is cool. But the other ones, the Bumblebee and the Wheeljack, how they kind of flip around to transform is just a little more impressive. So I might end up getting one of those at some point to kind of see how that's like. But yeah, there we go. Little look at some various Optimus Prime toys that I picked up at Walmart the other day. I really like them. I recommend them. If you like them as well, pick them up. I definitely think the Warrior is worth your time. Even though we are getting a deluxe, I don't know, man. I like that. It's $15, man. I think this is worth it. I think this is worth your time. Those, it's I mean, if you're like me, if you just love Transformers toys as toys, and you're not looking for like, oh, I just need one nice representation of EARTHSPARK Optimus from the show, you can pass on those. But if you like the different toy aspects of the franchise, if you like, you know, checking things out and kind of having some representations of various little gimmicks they've had throughout the years, then yeah, I think I especially pick up a Tacticon, because there's just something goofy about those. I kind of like that. Alrighty, guys, there we go. Let me know what you think about these Optimus Primes. Also, the show, EARTHSPARK, because I'm really liking it so far. I think it's a step up from RID, and so far it has some pretty interesting ideas going on. I'm really liking the whole, you know, Megatron ghost kind of thing going on. I'm curious how that's going to go. But yeah, there we go. Thanks so much, guys. Special shout out to the channel members as well. Thank you all so much for the continued support. Alrighty, have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.